Today we are here with Zeno Pellizzari, who recently joined the LNP. Good morning, Zeno.
Good morning, Daniel.
First of all, in your long professional career before joining the LNP, what was your experience with executive search services?
Well, Daniel, I had different experiences, and I had very good experiences and less satisfying ones. And what is the difference between a good and a not so good experience? At the end of it is the people you're dealing with. What makes a real difference, in my opinion, is the industry knowledge, is the industry expertise of the people who's running the search for you. You really need someone who understands your industry and the challenges you're facing to be able to provide you with the best possible candidate for a position. Another thing I came to appreciate a lot as an executive, it was the capability to identify candidates which were not so obvious. I mean, of course, there is a job description, there are minimum requirements which are critical to fulfill a role, but in general, I strongly believe in diversity, and I strongly believe in bringing people maybe with a different skill set for a certain position. So I really came to appreciate executive search firms which were able to go the extra mile and present you with some not so obvious candidate, which in many instances I ended up hiring, and happily so.
How do you see the evolution of the industry going forward?
Well, Daniel, I do expect consolidation in this industry, exactly like it happened in other service industries. The big multinational will probably grow bigger, and some of the smallest firms will exit the market or will be sold. Why is that? Because I think in the current environment, the demands from the client are getting increasingly more complicated. And it is already more and more difficult for the smallest firm to serve the client, to provide the client with the quality services they demand. Industry expertise is key, and I will see more people like me joining executive search firm because we can bring to the table industry knowledge and expertise, which are the main thing the client now expects from us.
Do you expect a consolidation in the industry, and do you think there is value aggregating multiple firms, similar to what Florence Group has done in fashion industry?
Absolutely. I do believe that consolidation is mandatory, and consolidation is mandatory for some of the reasons I was mentioning before. I mean, demands of the client are becoming more and more challenging, expectation getting higher and higher. There's a lot of information and data available out there, but the capability of a quality executive search firm is really to be able to identify the right candidate. And size helps because relationships are key in this business. And being able to build a stronger offering in terms of industry expertise and relationship with client on one side and executive and professional on the other side gives you a better chance to satisfy the client's requirement. So I would definitely expect this process to accelerate over time, also for the reason I was mentioning before about the existence of a number of small players whose partner and founder might be prepared to consider cashing out and retiring, but also because you need to be able to catch up with more and more demanding environments from the client side. So I believe this process has already started. It will accelerate over the year. And as I joined the LNP mostly for this reason, because I strongly believe in the consolidation of the industry, and I strongly believe we at DLP could be an actor in this process and a catalyst of this consolidation of a very, very fragmented industry, at least in the Italian market.
Zeno, the LNP is not just an Italian firm. What about the presence in the international markets?
Yes, we're definitely not just an Italian firm. We have key professionals already in a number of locations, a number of strategic locations. And why is that? Because it makes sense. It makes sense for us, but it makes sense for our clients. Our clients operate in different markets. The portfolio companies in our private equity clients, they acquire businesses overseas, they export in different markets, and they regularly need to bring on board people to operate outside of the home market. Having served them successfully in the Italian market gives you the credibility to help them secure the right resources also outside of Italy. But how come? I mean, you can do that if you have a presence in those markets, if you have a credible presence, if you have professional with the right expertise and relationship in the market. So it makes a lot of sense to be in those markets, provided you are able to set up a team with the right people, quality people, able to deliver quality service to our clients.
What benefits do you offer to companies that want to join the LNP?
I would say three main benefits. The first one, being part of a very ambitious project with a great potential for growth and value creation. The second one is the possibility to benefit from and leverage upon the international presence of the LNP. Italian domestic firm may not have, and in most cases they do not have the access to the international market as we do have, and joining our firm, they could be able to serve their current clients in a much better and thorough way than they actually do today. And third one, which is not the least important, is joining a small team of senior professionals which share the same values and goals.
To finish the interview, what is your message to the adults who are listening?
Well, my message to the adults who are listening to this interview is a very simple one. You know where to find me. Call me, send me an email, and let's have a nice lunch together where we can discuss how to join forces and change this market for good. Thank you.
Thank you, Zeno.